This is Eagle Owl, and today I want to talk about DeVonta Smith forcing Richard Sherman to retire, and also want to talk about Jalen Hurts. This article, speaking of him, just never satisfied. But let's get straight into it. All right, no intro. We just gonna get straight into it. None of that. Let's talk about my guy DeVonta Smith. DeVonta Smith, man, he's a dog. He's a dog, man. And look, he's going into, year 3? He's going to go into year 3 under the same system. And I expect a big year out of him. So shout out to Victor Williams. I seen it on his, article first before I heard Richard Sherman say it. There was a play when we played the Buccaneers, and Richard Sherman and DeVonta Smith was lined up one-on-one. And Richard Sherman went into details like, yo, he hit some moves, and he was like, yo, I know I'm done. I just can't keep up. But I'm going to go ahead and play the clip. And actually, DeVonta Smith didn't even get the catch, but I'm going to play the clip. I believe it was week 6, the first time we played the Buccaneers, and we lost. The game was somewhat close, but we lost. And I don't like to talk about the first year with Nick Sirianni, especially the beginning of that season. But we're going to go ahead and play that clip.
Winner. He touched it but couldn't make the catch.
Yeah, he's one-on-one on Richard Sherman, and Richard Sherman obviously is a great player. He'll be a Hall of Fame guy when he retires, but he can't keep pace with DeVonta Smith, and they've been giving Richard Sherman a fair amount of help.
All right, so you see the clip. What makes it more funnier is the commentaries like, look, the Buccaneers been sending some extra help for Richard Sherman, but he just can't keep up. And yeah, man, DeVonta Smith forced that man to retire. I mean, DeVonta Smith moves are ridiculous. And bad enough, Richard Sherman was already like a zone corner and really couldn't keep up in the beginning of his career. What I mean by that is, like, he was never really like a one-on-one guy. He can do it, but Richard Sherman made his bones in the zone, not really man-to-man. So for DeVonta Smith to cook him like that, and Richard Sherman, he will be a Hall of Famer. Man, that just lets you know DeVonta Smith he's just something different, man. He's definitely something different. All right, so I want to talk about Jalen Hurts, this article came out like how he's never satisfied. I feel like I spoke on this, but you seeing news writers write about this. It's that Jalen Hurts never satisfied. You know, the article went into, like, when you look at guys like Aaron Rodgers. No offense to Aaron Rodgers, man. Maybe he won another ring, or maybe he just won MVPs. And I personally think the Jets made a mistake, but we will see. You could tell Aaron Rodgers is satisfied because he's happy with his individual stats. He's happy that he did get a Super Bowl. So he like, look, I did everything in this league possible. But as a franchise quarterback, you want as a fan, or if you want a guy to be a franchise quarterback, you want to win multiple Super Bowls. You don't just want one and your guy is just completely satisfied. Like a guy like Jalen Hurts, he can be satisfied if he really wants. All-Pro, made it to the Super Bowl but lost. He showed he got it with his arm. He showed he got it with his legs. He could just keep it at that. But when we hearing this, Jalen Hurts want to go back and actually win it and win multiple championships. That's the problem with guys like Aaron Rodgers. I consider him at one time like, yo, he can take that throne from a guy like Tom Brady. But the problem with Aaron Rodgers is that I don't want to say he don't enjoy winning. I don't want to say he don't care about it. He do it enough whereas though he could get individual awards. That's why guys will never rally around Aaron Rodgers. A lot of dudes don't rally around Aaron Rodgers, but you will see a lot of guys rally around Jalen Hurts. That's why A.J. Brown chose the Eagles over like the Jets and even the Kansas City Chiefs. He like, man, Jalen Hurts is my guy, and I know he got it in him. And Jalen Hurts proved him right. DeVonta Smith, love the dude. The whole O-line, love him. Tight end, Goddard, all these dudes love him. Even though defensive side of the ball love Jalen Hurts. Whereas though with Aaron Rodgers, I feel like I'm going in on Aaron Rodgers. It's like some dudes liked him, some dudes didn't. You know who else was a really talented quarterback? And I always say this too, if you've been watching me since my old page, is Jay Cutler. Believe it or not, Jay Cutler had one of the best arms I ever seen. Trust me, I'm young, so there's probably a lot of quarterbacks with better arms than Jay Cutler. But as far as what I seen with my eyes on TV, and my uncle was a big Bears fan, Jay Cutler was very talented. The problem with Jay Cutler, he couldn't galvanize no team. That's why you had Devin Hester saying one thing, but then when you talk to Brandon Marshall, he's saying another. So Devin Hester hates Jay Cutler, but Brandon Marshall loves Jay Cutler. And Jay Cutler was standoffish. Seemed like he didn't want it. Really seemed like he didn't want it. But that's all I got today, man. Short video. I'm actually on break working from home, so let me get back to work. But this is Eagle Al, man. I'm up.